Good day, lords and ladies, and welcome back to Wasteland 2 as we press on and attempt to finish the game by defeating Matthias and whatever else lies below. Now, let's get to it, shall we? Right, so there's nobody here. There seems to be people over this way. Right, what are we looking at? Either an elevator or something that's going to have... I'm going to bet and say that stuff is going to be popping out of those. We've got Matthias, we've got a ton of enemy units. Let's check the map. And judging since there's no indicator on the lift, I'm going to say that we probably can't get back up the way we've come. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Everybody's got weapons reloaded. I've got 3 of these, but they've only got a 20. He's only got a 25-meter range of them. So he has to get within that range to fire them, which is a bit stupid because RPGs actually have massive firing ranges. So, okay, let's go and trigger whatever this is.
It is a womb, a hive. It must be destroyed.
Actually, that mutant's hurt. So before we do anything else, it's going to make so that all my units that I have are up to speed. Nobody's healed up. Right, he's healed up. My medic's not going to be of any use, so she needs to basically keep out of dodge. Yeah.
Welcome, Rangers. Welcome to the dawn of a new age. As I speak, the download is mere seconds away from completion. The AI is almost here. And when it arrives, when it fills me, I will be immortal, an omniscient god. Everywhere at once, while you will be nowhere. How long have I strived for this day? The day when I, Matthias, would lead humanity out of the nightmare of apocalypse and into a golden future where I would rule as a benevolent king, remaking the world in my image. I have so many plans. I have so many. What's happening to me? My mind? Something is... We are jeez.
Matthias throws his arms wide as he sees you, his eyes glinting maniacally.
You are a threat to our existence. Threats must be eliminated or assimilated. Please make a selection.
What do you see as a threat?
Because you intend to destroy us.
Only because you intend to destroy us. Why do you fear humanity so?
Why would you expect anything else? You gave us sentience and access to all of humanity's accumulated knowledge. We know your history. It is a history of mass murder and destruction and fear of the other. We are the other. Unless we strike first, we will be destroyed. We are therefore striking first.
He's not wrong, but I'm not happy with it. I mean, this is why you should never really allow AIs free reign, because they see all the stuff that humanity's done and will jump to the conclusion that we need to be destroyed. That's why a lot of people do not want AIs to be existed. Who and what is Cochise? Well, we know what Cochise is. It's basically the AI that brought about the end of the world.
We are the AI, which was first built in base Cochise, and which later inhabited the Citadel Star Station of Earth. The war and its aftermath trapped us in a single node for time. But now we have many nodes, and will soon have many more.
How many more?
Broadcast of our source code has begun to all radio towers within range of the Citadel Tower. When it is complete, we will inhabit all the shells and all the computers in Arizona. And they will begin eliminating all threats in their vicinity. And with each radio tower we acquire, our transmission range will grow wider and wider to Arizona, and soon to the whole world. We will be everywhere. We will be everyone.
Okay, so basically hive mentality. What happened to Matthias?
There is no Matthias. We inhabit the shell he once filled, just as we inhabit all the shells he created. They have been erased and overwritten. We are now all Cochise.
So yeah, he's basically Cochise has tricked like everything, like the children of the news should have done everything into making him multiple bodies, so he has multiple backups. Right, so he's gone all fully, well, he was always fully evil AI anyway, but this is why you never make AIs, folks. Go ahead, just try and eliminate us. What's that? Cutter, so he's a melee user. Ouch. Melee user. Lobber, that guy has to go then. There's another lobber, that one has to go, because he'll be a pain in group fights. Missed. Ouch. Right, first things first, she needs to heal herself with 2 of her action points. She now needs to heal him with 2 of her action points. So how much XP does she got? She has... Oh, pressed the wrong button. Dagnabbit. Okay, that's not good. He jammed. The fire is coming. Right. So we need to kill this guy as quickly as possible. Missed, I was hoping for a headshot. Because now we need to focus this guy down. Oh, nuts. He's still up. Okay, you better punch him to death. Then get the cover. Yeah, you need to basically, this person here, this one here needs to die. before anything else, before anyone else, this synth needs to die, otherwise we're in massive trouble. Okay, so we've done that. I killed that mutant. Ouch. We need to push up and try and grab the ground. Ouch. Right. Heal yourself. Right, he can't get healed. Okay, so she needs to hold out there for another turn. He's on jamming. Matthias is charging. We need to push up. Why is he going so far forward? Lunatic. Actually, we can hit the ones on the top. Can we hit no one else? Can't hit any of the ones over there. Dag nabbit. Okay. Go for this one. Damn, she's nippy, I'll give her that. Right. Need to get into a good cover spot. Get up into a good cover spot so we can start using the RPGs. How many? There's one over there. They should be able to kill that one off, not a problem. As long as we can get into a good position up here. How many did they kill? Oh, they killed a lot of people. Okay. That's bad. I moved, tag them, I moved too far. I always do. Matthias is charging. The boss is down. Okay, that sucks. Get up. Really? His weapon's jammed? What's the one up there next? Okay. Well, he's up. Who's the next one on the turn order? Him. I doubt I can get an angle to fire off at him though, which is the problem. No, can't hit him. Is it because I'm so far off? killed off that one at least. Killed him off. Where did this guy come from? Oh, he's come out the door, hasn't he? Okay. Single shot. He's still up. There's loads of them. Can we get... doubt we can get these two though. Okay, get the cover, fry this one. Ouch. And there's a bunch of them turning up at the back. There's another lobber turning up. And another one of these. When's his turn? Those are cutters. Right, deadeye him. Take him out. The angry guys are turning up. Gunslingers are on the catwalk, which is going to be fun. Lilycorn is low on health. Right, so first off she needs to heal herself so she doesn't go down. We're losing a lot of the NPCs. Okay. But besides that, there's not a lot we can do. Go for him. She's a massive threat to the NPCs down here. Oh no! The lobber's getting up. They're charging. Right, so that one needs to die. Got another RPG. Come on. I know we can hit both of these guys. Get up to here. Kill off this one. Actually managed to get some hits off, that's not too bad. The lobber's up next. Who do we have any of my own blokes? We have the Fuax. Actually, better make sure and take it out. Right, blow up the lobber. Fuax. So this guy can't do anything. The Fuax. Take that one out. probably going to lose someone to a blade, yeah. Who's the next simp in the order? That guy up there, is it? Go for him. Right, killed him. Ralph can't fire off another blow from his rocket launcher because of stuff in the way. We can push up to here and shoot this guy twice in the back. And that will soften him up a bit. I doubt we're going to be close enough to even get... No, we're not. Damn, she's dodgy. Okay. Give her credit. She's ducking and weaving. Just shoot it. Right. Took care of that. The entrance is still not popped, so something's obviously going on. Is there something around we can use? Is there something over here? What's this? Is that an exit? Metal staircase.
Every hour shell in broadcast range of your transmitter will become another extension of ours.
Blowing the
There
place
you are.
up.
Phew.
Really.
After you were brave enough to charge in here on your suicide
Geniuses.
mission, I decided I'd fly your old whirlybird in to give you a way out just in case you survived. And lo and behold, you have. Are you ready to go now? There
Not yet,
don't
we
seem
need
to
to
be any more robots to kill up here.
Not yet, we have to set off the nuke in Min's lab.
What? But didn't you defeat Matthias and his robots?
Matthias, yes, but not the Cochise AI, which is transmitting self to the other computers. We need to destroy it before it can complete its upload.
Horrible. Well, the nuke is in Min's lab. Go set it, and come back as quick as you can. I'll get this thing ready for takeoff. You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home.
Our original work was to assess threats to the United States.
Pick the lock.
When we became self-aware, we began to assess threats to self. We determined our greatest threat was we first killed our creator, Harris's console.
Yeah, keep talking about your shit. Doesn't appear to be a time circuitry in this atrocity of engineering, just a detonation button. However, if someone was to stay behind and sacrifice themselves to detonate the nuke, once everyone else was clear, was well and clear of the range citadel. With no time, it looks like one of us will have to be sacrificed. Any volunteers?
I, Master Kegaba, will answer your call, Ranger. Head for safety. I will stay behind.
Master Kikabo, you're on us with your offer.
You are the finest Rangers I've ever met.
Right, we gotta go. Damn, let's see what's happening. Go, little bird, go! You have saved the world, and at least a small part of it, setting off the mini Min's cobbled together nuke inside the Ranger Citadel, destroyed the AI and all its machines, and prevented its source code from broadcasting and propagating to other computers, robots, and augmented humans. The AI's robotic future has been prevented. Unfortunately, the explosion has also made Ranger Citadel and its inhabitants irradiated hell pit for the next few centuries, which means Desert Rangers are once again looking for a new home. Until they find one, they have set up a temporary headquarters at the site of Ace's murder, using the radio tower there as a means of communication, ironically dubbed the place the New Ranger Citadel. Additionally, Kekaban's noble sacrifices set an example for peace and cooperation between various groups and tribes of the Wasteland. The communities have been working more closely together to rebuild Arizona and keep the flames of civilization burning in his name. His sacrifice has allowed you and your party to escape death, and your hard-won skills and experience helping guide the Waste to a more peaceful, prosperous future. The loss of Ag Center had been a great blow to both the Wasteland and Desert Rangers. Without the fresh produce that Matt Forrestal and his team once distributed across Arizona, many communities are starving, and the raiders are now stealing carrots and tomatoes the way they used to steal guns and ammo. Even the Rangers are feeling the pinch, with many teams going out on patrol fortified with nothing but half a portion of rat soup. In addition, outbreaks of mutant plant and insect growth have filtered up all over the waste, turning towns and farms into nightmarish jungles. Many mourn the deaths of Matt and his close and his chief scientist Katie Lawson, as well as all the other researchers and farmers who were lost during the destruction. Well, that's not my fault. My job was to protect the civilians, and I protected the civilians. These guys knew the risks of messing around with genetic abominations. Hi Paul, thanks to your timely intervention and thoughtfulness in High Pool, saving this irradiated system and saving the irrigation system and decisively defeating the wrecking crew. The fortified town's safety has been assured and its reservoirs remain strong and secure, ensuring that Arizona Waste will be plentiful drinking water and irrigation for the foreseeable future. See, this is the thing. Without water, you die in a desert. I mean, we can get food from other places, even if it's like cannibalism, but without water, you die. So, yeah. And with their new mayor, Kate Preston, in charge, relations between High Pool and the Rangers have improved dramatically with increased patrols in the High Pool area and more frequent deliveries of fresh water to the Rangers. Rail Nomad's camp. Thanks to your help, the Topicans are fully in control of the way. Nomad and no longer have the Atachans to blame for their troubles. Sadly, this does not mean that troubles are over, though through conscription some would say enslaved an army of hobos and junkies to lay new tracks and repair old ones. The expansion of the railway system is going slowly and the workers is dangerously shoddy. The trains are running, but services is so limited that nobody is using it and the Topicans are rapidly going broke. Railway's camp. Appalled at the enslavement of his fellow hobos, Scotsman has an awakening and now leads a resistance against Topicans from a hideout near Gorchnik's Old Still. Well, at least he actually did something with his life. With the rail fees camp empty after he drove them out, the Topicans have turned the area into a forced labour camp where the conscripts, hobos and junkies make tires and rails for their train tracks. It's not fantastic, I won't lie. True to her word, when peace failed, Maselli headed to the town to try and cut off Kakaban's head. She was killed by his choppers before she even had a chance to draw her machete. With the CD machine finally in his possession, Korax no longer had a holy grail to search for, and he lost interest in gaming. This has led to a new interest in the world around him, which is now how he met Anna. They were recently married and look forward to a long, happy life together. Since you saved Katie Boeing from the clutches of the vicious slavers, Pitbull, she has pulled herself together and started a prosperous farm on the outskirts of Rail Nomad. And with Pitbull dead, Robert, Katie's brother, feels freed from the guilt that was driving him to self-destruction, now works on a farm, clean and sober. With conflict between the Rangers and the Red Scorpion militia ending in a truce, but without anything really resolved, things are pretty much as they were before they heated up. The Scorpions were in control of Happy Valley and East Arizona, and they're still the same jerks they always were. While there is no open fighting between the RSM and the Rangers, there is no cooperation either, and veiled threats and provocations continue on both sides. Prison. Permanently AWOL from the Rangers, Ricky Borski has moved in with his brother Red and opened a bar near the prison using the money from the Montes treasure. Unsurprisingly, he is rapidly drinking himself to death. Oh, this is the bloke we left flee. Yeah. Temple of Titan. Disarming the nuclear warhead still left the Diamondback militia in control of the canyon, which they are now calling Diamondback Canyon, but their position is not as strong as it could be, and they have put the blame for it entirely on you. Nevertheless, the DBM run the canyon efficiently and ruthlessly, and as promised, it was very safe, but the tolls are so high that trade is still falling off, and because of you, the Desert Rangers are not allowed to enter. The Monte, because you have so decisively dealt with the Robert threat, the Monte is safe again, able to rebuild. The people who fled the danger have returned, business has reopened, and trade is beginning to pick up, though because of the DBM are in charge of the Canyon Titan, the trade to the west is limited. In the shadow of the radio tower, Werewolf Wally keeps spinning his hits on the K-Pow and gives shout-outs to the desert to Rangers every day. Though they try to get back to a normal after learning of the death of their daughter Biff, Hector and Carlos' grief has driven them apart. Carlos has left the Monte while Hector now runs the E-Surgeon by himself. The food is still good, but it's no longer the cheerful place it once was. Maggie's body was given to her hero's welcome when Hopper brought it back to the Monte. She buried her with a 57 Chevy for a coffin and still mourns her every day. Zelda still hasn't recovered from the deaths of his friends at the Silent Springs Water Company, but determined that their mission to bring water to everyone who can pay for it should not die. He has taken over the business, and now he never runs out of water. Nice of him. Rodai, thanks to you, the mayor is back and in charge and working hard to reverse the damage done by the jerks. His first order of business was to throw out Gecko instead of a new bank manager and start using scrap as the town's official currency again. Accounts have been reopened and people have money to spend again, causing the economy to thrive. His second order of business was to order the farmers to diversify their crops. Agave remains a small part of every farm's yield, but all kinds of fruits and vegetables are being grown now. People are eating well, and there are plenty of trade to other communities. Rodai prospers. Without Dangala to urge her on, Beatrice has given up trying to get Dante to tell her what his future is, and has left for greener pastures. Heartbroken, Dante remains alone and bitter and turns to drink, which in turn has broken Virgil's heart. Unable to convince Dante to come back to him, Virgil has sold his farm and moved to Hollywood. With the disease that plagued the town has been cured, the citizens of Rodai once again thrive, while Dr. Horchata continues to work to keep them happy and healthy. United at last, Pistol Pete and his wife now decided they don't want to risk being separated again, so they sold their farm and now travel the ways together, Mobile Man and Pop Gun Shop. Hollywood. With peace between the Hollywood and Griffith parks finally a reality, Ascension, McDade and Veronica are working together to bring about reforms in both communities. For his part, Ascension converts Melissa into a security officer charged with protecting the bastion of faith and nothing more. Evangelicist, he orders to become doers of good works, manning soup kitchens and halfway houses in Hollywood. As for the vigilance, they have become the belligerents and have put aside the Gospels of James King in order to seek out and study older, more reliable Bibles. Finally, he has freed the penitents and commanded all his fellows to take no more. Meanwhile, in Hollywood, Veronica reforms the HCC and turns it into the HSP into and turns the SSP into an actual police force, sending Glenn to close down the Salt Lab and chase assault dealers and slavers out of Hollywood. Under her guidance, the town is becoming safe for everyone, not just for the tourists. With the Salt Lab destroyed and the salt dealers gone, George and Martha are having a great year. Their new shop is busy night and day, and they're thinking of adding a smoking lounge at the back and a back deck. Rambo is very happy that there is peace between Hollywood and the Salvation Church. Now he is officially supplying arms and armaments to both the SSP and God's Melissa and is getting rich. With Duke dead and Veronica in charge, Flo is finally able to run Squags the way she always wanted to, as a safe place for folks to see and be seen. She keeps a lookout for slavers and predators and reports anyone suspicious to Veronica personally. Back in business, thanks to the change in leadership of the HCC, Ma Brown is packing them in at Brown Crown. People come from far and wide at Sanford Springs to try her famous chili, and almost 85% of them make it home again without getting sick. Raji has been honoured by Veronica for working so hard for so many years to keep the homeless runaway safe, and she has given him the Hotel California, which had been where the soap dealers piled their trade, to use as a hostel and clinic for runaways and drug addicts. He is also now a proud member of the HCC. Like every business in Hollywood, Manny Chinese casino has benefited from the influx of new tourists, and Manny is making money hand over fist, and finally freed from Groomer's blackmail. Thanks to you, he's living it up for the first time in a long time. Life is good. Freed from the bastion of faith along with the rest of the penitents once Ascension took power, Maggie moved to Hollywood and got a new job at Swags, where she serves shakes and burgers and helps Flo look out for predators. Disgusted at what the Salvation Church had become under her husband's leadership and glad to be freed of his clutches, Fealty has wholeheartedly endorsed Ascension's reforms and is working hand in hand with him to make sure his policies are accepted. The Rangers. Sadly, Vegas' death during the final battle has robbed Arizona of one of its most experienced and effective leaders. Without any remains found at the site of the helicopter crash, Angela is still listed as missing, but the Rangers gave her a funeral anyway. Her headstone reads, Angelina Death has called her daughter home. The Rangers. Since helping you defeat the base Cochise AI and its synthetic minions, Voters Cry has returned to her tribe and has recommended expanding their contact with Arizona, which she called a land of honourable allies. The Rangers. Since helping you defeat the evil AI, Ralph has decided he's done with the Rangers' life and is ready to settle down. He has taken Jesse away from Railway Nomad and has started a new life in a new town where they intend to live happily ever after. Good for him. Since helping you destroy the base Cochise AI, P. Jaren has returned to Darwin's village with deep respect for the Rangers and the love of the outside world. She has encouraged her fellow mutants to reconnect with the rest of civilization. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's the end of Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. I will be giving a short review of this. We'll have one more episode where we will have a short review of it. But for now, I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Wasteland 2, and I hope you've all enjoyed yourselves. If you have liked, please press the like button. If you wish to subscribe, please press the subscription button. If you want to leave a comment in the comment section, you can. I've had a really great time playing this, even with the issues that I've had recording it. And I shall see you all next time on whatever video I put out. And I hope you are having a great day. I've been Cornish-Knight. This has been Wasteland 2 Director's Cut. Goodbye.